12 of the NFL. And our focus is on the Lions' leader at quarterback. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Lions and the Bills, next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is...
And Detroit getting set to go now. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man right side is Shark. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Lions at 9-1 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Off the play fake, Boucher. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Swift going to try up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Boucher toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through a full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Boucher. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boucher. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Boucher. And Shark calls it in. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Boucher to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Boucher. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You decide to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, you rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the gun on 3rd down. Boucher. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. When you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Boucher. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Boucher. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Boucher. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Foul. Unnecessary roughness.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. To throw on 2nd down. Boucher. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Boucher firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A CD that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Swift is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that.
He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year. And he'll start again here, 1st down. On 1st down, Boucher. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Boucher. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boucher. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10, 46-yard line.
Reload!
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Boucher throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Boucher. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the handoff, this is Swift. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, and they go with Swift again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Williams. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Boucher looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have taken a fourth quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now. They've ended with him in the end zone.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Detroit, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.